I had my fucking mic off. See, that's the way to start off, isn't it? Just screw up. You gotta excuse me. I'm still under the weather. My wife is in the middle of this shit. I'm at the end of it. Hopefully, I'll be getting much better, feeling better soon. I caught the not scarlet fever. I caught strep throat, and I had gotten some sort of eye infection. For those of you that showed concern, I want to thank y'all for the comments on Facebook and stuff like that. Thank you for the well wishes and stuff. I don't know what that was, man. I caught like, and it wasn't. You know how sometimes you just constantly rub your eye. This wasn't that, and then it wasn't pink eye. I didn't have a sty, but what happened was my eyes got infected with some sort of viral infection, right? And then it starts with A. Don't ask me what it is. I can't tell you. I couldn't remember the name, but it starts with A. And what happened was, if I started getting tired and my eyes closed, this gunk, which would build up around the eyelids. I don't know if you ever seen the movie Fargo. Carl, you had to have seen the movie Fargo. No lie, it looked like that shit. No fucking lie. It looked like that shit. I'm dead fucking serious. Uh, oh, Bruce Guest. Yeah, I think that sounds like, yeah, I think that's it. I'm not sure. Let me see what's up to everybody. Mad Chad is in the house. What's up, Mad Chad? Two Matador, Carl, Iceman. Oh shit. Let's see who else is in there. Bruce Gas, Cesar G, and everyone. I want to thank y'all for coming in. I appreciate y'all coming in here. But like I said, thanks for the well wishes again. But yeah, this gunk would build up around my eyes, and and then if I tried to open my eyes, it was like it was scabs, and it hurt. So when that started happening, I said, "Fuck this! I'm going to the doctor." So I went to I went to urgent care. They cleared it up, and they told me they gave me some stuff to put on the eye that it had antibiotics in it. This stuff had erythromycin in it to get the infection out of the eyes. But then I also had the strep throat. And, yeah, I was in bad fucking shape. Anyway, but with all that happening, we had some good boxing this weekend. Did we not have some good boxing this weekend? Let's get into it. Motherfucker, man. I listen, guys. let's talk about let's talk. Let's talk about this shit. Uh, wait, is Slugger Sam in here? Excuse me for coughing. Is Slugger in here? I thought I saw Slugger. Anyway, let's go down the line. What people saying here? We had some really good boxing this weekend, and I just want to say, man, we were giving a show. We were giving a show between these two gentlemen, Max Sale, and Brandon Figueroa. These two are excellent boxers. I don't care that they don't have a zero on their on their fucking resume. Both these guys deserve to be champions, and I think both of them will be champions again eventually. But I'm gonna say this: I thought for sure, and I think Maxale was the underdog, but I had him. In my opinion, I thought he was gonna dominate the fight and keep Figueroa at bay, right? Because Figueroa likes fighting on the inside and getting in the phone booth to fight. Uh, but but Figueroa was having no part of it, man. Figueroa was not having any part of that shit, and he kept bullying right through. And let me tell you, Max Sale was hitting him with some blows. Like what the fuck? And Brandon Figueroa ate that shit up, came in and hit him and did his own damage. I couldn't believe what I saw. I could not believe what I saw. And I have to say that both these boxers gave it their all. but unfortunately for Max Sale, he couldn't control Brandon Figueroa's tenacity to come in and get on the inside. And I'm sorry, but Max Sale's tank was like out of it, man. Max Sale does need to work on his. He does need to work on his endurance. He needs to work on his gas tank. There's nothing more to say about it. He needs to work on his gas tank a little more. It needs to be addressed with his training team. But I'm not taking away from either fighter. Both these fighters gave it their all. They put everything they had into that ring, and we were thoroughly entertained. I knew this was going to be a good fight. But let's talk about a good fight that's coming up. Inoue and Fulton. What the fuck? What the fuck? Inoue and Fulton for sure. For sure gonna happen. Figueroa might not be as successful in this weight class. I don't know. If he fights the way he did with Max Sale, I think Figueroa is going to do just fine. I think Figueroa will do just fine, man. Well, hold on a second. What was I saying? Max Sale moving up to 130. How do you think he fares up there? I think Max Sale will do fine. If he goes to if he's at 130, I think he's going to do fine. I don't foresee any problems. I mean, look at the guy's a talented boxer. People got to stop just giving respect to the ones that have a zero on their resume. I'm so sick of that shit. You got great boxers that lost one. They learned from it. They moved forward. Yeah, real. You got a new by stoppage. Actually, so do I. But I do think it's going to be a fucking fight. I do think it's going to be a fight. I don't think it's going to go past the ninth round. Um, no, I don't think it's going to go past the eighth round. That's my prediction. It's gonna be a Nui by stoppage eighth round. It's gonna be a shot to the body. That's what I think. That's my prediction. I'm gonna actually have to put that in the prediction league. God damn it, Champ Ross is gonna show up and say, "Why don't you put this shit in the prediction league, you fuck?" And he's gonna have the right to say, "What's up, Jedi in the house?" Oh, Mad Chad got Fulton gonna win. Mad Chad got Fulton winning that one. Jedi said, "Oh, Jedi got his shit going on." Mad Chad Fig has a Texcom like chin. I'm not gonna lie, he took a lot of punishment from Figueroa. He really did. And Figueroa, I think, hit him as hard as he could. And Fulton, not only did he roll with the punch, but he was able to absorb that shit. So yeah, you might be right. Let's see who comes out on top, Mad Chad. Let's see who comes out on top. Mr. Pat, what's up, brother? How you doing, brother? Big ups to you, sir. Big ups to you, man. Too bad, too matador right there. Let's see. Man, let's go through these. Let's go through. I'm gonna throw the link up there so I could chat with you guys if y'all want to talk about it. This is Let's Talk, so let's talk about it, man. Go down to the last one of these. Everyone's saying what's up to everyone else. Okay, guys, here comes the link. The link is up there now, guys. You're more than welcome to come up and let's talk. Let's talk about it. Let's talk. Let's talk Max Sale and Figueroa. Let's talk Inui Fulton. Let's talk about, one of my favorites that I'm going to go to. That's right. That's right. Killer Plant versus Benavides. Because I'm going to be there. That's right. We can talk about that shit all damn day. That's right, motherfuckers. I'm gonna be there. Yeah, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there, and it's gonna be perfect. I'm gonna see some blood. Someone gonna get to knock the fuck out. That's right. Let's go down the line. What's everybody? Let's see what everybody say. I know you guys think I'm a fucking fool. No. I'm not gonna talk about Last of Us. I'm gonna talk about Last of Us a little later. Let's see. We got Black and Brown up in the house. What's up?
Electro Jan, what's up, baby?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
I'm
What'd you think
good,
of
bro.
that fight last night, man? What did you think of that fight?
You talking about the Mixayao for Figueroa fight?
Yeah. What'd you think, man?
You know that no one is saying this, but quietly, that could be a fight of the year candidate.
Dude, that's all I'm fucking saying. What do you care? Were you kidding me?
No, I haven't really heard no one say that. You know what I mean? But
No.
that thing was nonstop action.
Man.
That was nonstop action, bro.
Dude, man. You know what? And I was saying this because I was talking on Rachel and Nonito's channel, right? Because I just came off of there. And I was talking on Rachel and Nonito's channel. I was talking to them about it, and we were discussing the intricacies of the fight and stuff like that because I wasn't too sure if they had talked about it already or not. And dude, that fight. Hold on a second. My eyes right now because I got some new people that have been coming to the channel, and if you're with those new people, I need to know who you are. Do you know anyone called My Eyes?
No.
No. Who are you? Don't show me your hand because you can show me a dick in your hand too later. Okay, no, I'm not gonna let you up here. Tell me who you are. Because if you're Joe Walsh, you're not getting up here. You can forget about it.
Forget about it.
Hold on. This is what I'll do. Hold on a second. I'll do this. Let me put something up there to block it.
Hey, is it Jed? Is this StreamYard? Or do you use StreamYard?
Yeah.
Okay. Because
when I you up here, My Eyes? Who's this?
Logan Paul's the greatest boxer on earth, and I'll tell you why.
Oh God, it's you. Okay, I don't have to worry about you.
Hey,
bombing me.
Hey, fuck. You know what? Fuck you. Logan Paul's the world's greatest boxer, and I'll tell you why. He came from the streets of Ohio. He's a madman. He was mass criticized on YouTube. He's hated, and then he bulked up, he beefed up, and he showed the world that he can take boxing seriously. Even Joe Rogan agrees, and Joe Rogan is the smartest man on earth. Joe Rogan knows everything. Joe Rogan knows.
This is E Prime.
No, no. My name is
my. We're talking boxing here, brother. You can.
My name is My Eyes. I came up to say
goodbye. Okay, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I just he's a troll. He's a troll that trolls, but he's also a friend of mine. But he has to troll and he can't stop. So I'm sorry, guys.
There's nothing better than a funny troll.
Yeah, he's funny. Do not get it twisted. That motherfucker's funny.
That's what I mean. If they're funny, that's all good.
Yeah, no. He's funny as fuck.
And there's nothing worse than a troll with no sense of humor.
No. E Prime. I absolutely. Me and E Prime have known each other. We've been friends now for the better part of 14 years. But he's he's a troll. When he gets under your skin, he'll pick at you and pick at you. He's bad. He's good at it too. He does original shit. He doesn't do the same shit all the time. So E Prime's kudo to you, E Prime. But we're talking boxing today, and I'm all hyped up about this fight last night because one of the best fights of this year have happened last night, and I want to talk about it. And I think I'm up here with Black and Brown right now. That he's one of the best people to talk about this shit. And Black and Brown, I want your opinion of how that fight went because when you give your opinion, I'm going to tell you how I thought it was going to go compared to what I saw.
Well, I'm not too high on either fighter, but both fighters get in the ring together and they put on a hell of a show. With Figueroa, I just think that his style, like the overloaded work rate, it's cool. It's just not a style that I prefer. And it'll win him some fights. Like it won him the fight on Saturday night. But when the level steps up, level of competition steps up, a better boxer can take advantage of Figueroa's style, because the overloaded work rate, it's cool, but what it does is it gives your opponent chances to counter you and chances to avoid your punches. So what the judges are seeing, and I think this happened in the Stephen Fulton fight, what the judges are seeing is they're seeing you throw a shitload of punches, you're not hardly landing, they're seeing you get countered cleanly, and they're seeing your opponent be able to play defense and avoid all these punches. So the overloaded work rate, to me, bro, like, it can win you some fights, but when the level of competition steps up, it fights. It won him the fight on Saturday night, though, so salute to him for that. But like when he came up short against Stephen Fulton, that overloaded work style, all it does is kind of give your opponent a shitload of opportunities to counter you and to play defense on you. And Figueroa, I was mad chat about, he's got a granite chin, hella fucking heart. He just don't got no defense. And I'm just not too high on Figueroa. I respect what he does. I'm just not on him. And as far as Magsayo goes, I'm not too high on him either, but he's one of the main dogs at 126. He gets in the ring with anybody, and that's him. That's who Magsayo is. He get in the ring with anybody, give anybody a fight.
Black and Brown, you're breaking up real bad. You started
You
breaking
put these
up
two
at the
dudes
end
in
of
a
there.
ring together, and you got Fight of the Year candidate.
Black and Brown, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you were breaking up at the end of that real bad. You were sounding electronic and you were breaking up real bad. But we got the gist of what you were saying. That you did not say anything that was incorrect whatsoever. Here's what I thought, just so you could see understand where I was coming from. When I first heard about this fight, I thought it was going to be a good fight. To begin with, I thought it was going to be an excellent fight to begin with, and what I saw was better than what I expected, because I expected Magsayo to control the fight for the most part, and I expected him to crack Figueroa with a hook or straight overhand. You know what I mean? But it wasn't going to be early, but he was definitely going to crack mid rounds. That's what I figured. Mid to early late rounds. That's what I thought would happen. But I know that Figueroa likes to come in, bum rush, and he'll take punishment to come in, and he'll try to get in the phone booth. As tall and lanky as he is, he likes to mix it up in the phone booth, which is why I like these two styles fighting each other. So I thought Magsayo would take the fight, and I thought he'd be able to control Figueroa. But what we saw last night, Figueroa was having none of it. None. He said, nope, I'm coming in. Do you know those massive shots that he took coming in just to get his shot to the bodies?
That's why I said he got a granite chin, bro, because he took huge shots. There was a few times in that fight where I thought he was going down. One time he got hit with a left to the body, I thought he was going down. But he didn't. He ate that shit and kept coming.
It was incredible. The way that he would continue coming in. And Magsayo tried everything he could to keep him at bay. There was no controlling Figueroa, you know? And I know that Figueroa was trying to prove that he knows how to box and stuff like that. I consider Figueroa right now, I would say a year and a half to 2 years ago, I would say Figueroa was a brawler, straight up. A brawler puncher, right? Now I consider him a puncher boxer. You know what I mean? I mean, he's getting the boxing in there and he's getting better at it. And I'm glad that he's learning to change his technique some so that will help him out in the future. But I still consider him that brawler, man, because that's his bread and butter. Am I right or am I wrong?
No, I think you're right on. I think you're spot on. I think that on Saturday night, he implemented more boxing, but still an overloaded work rate. So, yeah, you're correct. It comes off as a brawler, like he wants to go in there and brawl it out. But if you pay attention, it seems like it's more it's more boxing than brawling. It's just an overloaded work rate.
Yeah, he throws punches and bunches, but I mean, they I just love the way that he was not having any of Max Sale's fucking bullshit. And the thing is, I don't take anything from Max Sale because he was doing his job. You know, he was doing his job. He was sticking, hooking, running, not running, but you know what I mean. Sticking, moving, popping him. He was doing his 3, 4, 5 punch combination, getting the fuck out of dodge, coming back in, but fucking, I'm sorry, man. 4th round, 5th round, Figueroa was done with that shit. He's like Figueroa took 2 shots to the body and 1 to the. I saw that crystal clear. 2 shots to the body and 1 to the head, just so he can get a hook to the body and a hook and an uppercut. Do you remember that one? I think it was round 4. Was it round 4 or round 5? Somebody
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
But he took fucking 3 shots to get his 1 or 2 in there, and he continued to do that until his punches outlanded Max Sale's punches. So I would say I gave the first 4 rounds. I would say I gave the first 4 rounds to Max Sale. Maybe. I have to look at my book. I don't got my book in front of me. Don't fucking kill me for that, but I don't got my books in front of me right now. But because I was just excited because I still had the fight fresh in my mind. And I could just see it like textbook. Man, God damn, these two were trying their hardest. And I'm kudos to him. I thought Max Sale would take it. Fucking Figueroa took it. Figueroa took it the right way. He came in. You're right. I gotta agree with you, Black and Brown. He did he overworked himself. But how long can he keep that kind of pace up? How long can he keep that kind of pace up, and with who? I mean, he did that same kind of thing with Fulton, yes or no? He had that same he had that same work ethic with Fulton. You know, just kept pushing forward, punches and bunches. But they weren't as accurate. I don't think they were as accurate with Fulton as they were with Max Sale. Let's see what's the chat saying. All right, Dick Justice says Figueroa's biggest qualities are his work rate, inside fighting, and his chin. His fucking he has a granite chin. He got a piece of steel for jaw, man. His technical skills are very average. I'm not gonna deny that. Pat says Jed. It was better than the and that's difficult to say because that fight was good. And that fight was good because people were talking about that fight being fight of the year. This fight, I think, surpasses that fight for sure. I agree with you there. Ralph Unreal, what's up? Ralph Unreal in the house. Let's see who else we got up here. Let's see what's up. And okay, now I'm all cut up.
My bad, Electro. I was on mute for a second. My bad.
Oh yeah, no worries, man. I thought maybe something was going on back there. But what do you think? How long do you think Brandon Figueroa could fight this way?
Or well, it depends on how they match him up because from the rumors are now that they're going to match him up with Ray Vargas for a belt at 126, and I think he wins that fight. I think he beats Ray Vargas, so I think he'll become a champion at 126. Like I said, Electro Jet, just because your style is not one of my favorites, I still respect it. Like there's styles that I don't like. I don't like Rolly Romero's style, but he'll win fights. And if he does win fights, you have to respect it. One guy I always go back to, Ricardo Mayorga, one of the ugliest fighters you'll ever see in the ring, but he won fights. He went in there and dogged it out. No matter his style was pretty, ugly, whether you liked it, however you thought about Ricardo Mayorga's style, at the end of the day, you had to respect it. And that's where I'm getting to. That's where I'm getting to with Figueroa. I don't like your style, but I have to respect it. You're about to become a champion, so I gotta respect it. So at the end of the day, I respect Figueroa. I think he beats Ray Vargas and he becomes a champion at 126.
you know what? I gotta agree with you. I do believe that my wife is in the room, so she's with me. So because she's been sick, so everybody wish Katie well.
Hey,
I don't
Katie.
want. Yeah, wish her well. She's got scar. No, what do you call it? Strep throat. Yeah, she's got strep throat right now. She caught what I had. You know, I feel bad that I gave it to her, but you know, me, I'm always molesting my wife at night.
If she's going to be on the panel, can you ask her to put a mask on?
You gotta put a mask on the panel, baby. But anyway, um, that being said, I also do think that if Max Hale stays at this weight, I think Max Hale will grab himself a belt too. No lie. I wouldn't mind seeing these two fight again. I have no problem with these two fighting again. But like for a unification. But I do think Max Hale is gonna grab himself a belt too. Um I just don't know. I just don't know who. I don't know everybody that has the belt on that division. Who's got what
So
belt?
you got Luis Lopez. He got a belt.
Right.
You got the guy who just beat Lee Wood, Mauricio Lara. He got a belt. That's two.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And then Ray Vargas. He got a belt. So that's three. I don't know who has the fourth belt. That's a good question. It might be vacant. I have no idea who got that fourth belt.
Guys, if you guys can check that out, is that fourth belt vacant? Is it or because I don't know. Goddamn man, I need to be more versed. 126, I can't be like ignoring 126.
It's hard, Electrojet. All these weight classes and all the sanctioning bodies, plus the Ring Magazine. It's not easy, bro. It's not easy.
Two Matadors says everyone's in the ducking division. Listen, we are not talking about right now. We're not talking about Tank Davis and Haney. We're not talking about Garcia. Let's not bring them up. All right. I don't want to talk about the four princesses. Thank you very much. 126 is greater than 160. I agree. Mad Chad, I agree. I agree.
They're bringing up 160 because we had a 10-hour heated debate yesterday on Mad Chad's panel about the differences in 126 and 160. And it took up the entire live stream. It took up the whole day. That shit never ended. It got heated. It got high. It got low. It died. It started again. It was a hell of a conversation.
But we're not going to get into it here, but I have to agree with that. I really do agree with that because 160 is really? So, yeah, 126 is definitely better, which is why I'm saying right now I should know more about what's going on in that division than I do. And that's sad. But I do know that I do know the top fighters that are there. I know the exciting fighters that are there. And I just want to see more of what I seen last night. And I have to agree with you. If he fights, you said Vargas, right?
Yeah, they're saying he's the interim champion now for Ray Vargas's belt at 126.
Yeah, so if he fights Vargas, I do think he's going to take that belt from Vargas.
They have similar styles, so it should be a really good, entertaining fight. I just like Figueroa better than Vargas. He has more dog in him. I think he fights with more urgency. So I like Figueroa better than Vargas. But I'm not high on either one of them.
Right. This fight right here, I'm definitely high on. Fulton versus Inoue. And I'm sorry, guys. People might think my opinion might not be popular, but I'm sorry, but I think I got Inoue fucking Fulton up. I'm so sorry if y'all disagree with that, but that Japanese monster gonna fuck Fulton up. He's not gonna be able to avoid them punches like he did with Figueroa, because Inoue's gonna catch him. He's gonna fucking catch him, man.
Well, think about Figueroa. Figueroa throws a shitload of punches, but like I said when I first came on, he's not accurate.
Yeah,
so
no,
he can throw a shitload of punches, and it gives Stephen Fulton so many opportunities to duck, dodge, dive, play defense, basically. You know, because Figueroa is not accurate. He just throws a shitload of punches. Nothing's accurate.
Oh shit, it's Champ Ross. Champ Ross in the house. Champ Ross. I promise this round fucking I am going to put my I'm submitting my fucking my picks this week. No lie. I'll put my pick in for the Tuesday fight for sure. I'm throwing it in. I'm not fucking around this time.
I've been saying that for 3 years.
Dude, Champ is gonna come in and say, go fuck yourself, Jed.
I've been telling Champ Ross I was going to get in this prediction league for probably 3.5 years now. Hey, but you bring up Stephen Fulton. Vacant. You bring up Stephen Fulton and Monster Inoue, and then you go on your apologetic tour. Electro, that's the common pick. Most of it, like I have Monster Inoue #1 pound for pound overall, and it's because of his offensive skill set. I think he has the best offensive skill set in the game, and it's not even close. So when he unloads and showcases his offensive skill set, there's no one close. So yeah, bro, I gotta go a Monster Inoue in that fight. I have to, just because of the offensive skill set. And I mean, how do you have a dude #1 pound for pound overall and then bet against him? I can't do it, bro. That's who I got pound for pound #1 overall. So I'm rocking with Monster Inoue in this fight. And Electro Jed, I feel the same way you do, and I'm not apologizing about shit. Monster Inoue is gonna win that fight on May 7th. I got Monster Inoue coming out victorious.
I got it fucking on. But here's why the apology is coming out, because I'm tired of getting the shit. Because first of all, I get shit about not being a Berlanga fan, and always, you know how I get with Berlanga, right? You know how I get with of all people, you know how I get with Berlanga, right? And then I've been getting shit because I don't give a fuck if the fighter's American or not, you know. So it's been I've been having unpopular opinions lately. Yeah, and because I had Magsayo, I thought Magsayo would win over Figueroa. You know, I've gotten shit for it. You know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry my opinion doesn't agree with yours, but I'm still gonna go with my opinion for my fucking reasons, and that's it. But I still apologize just to be nice. So maybe I shouldn't be nice.
Unpopular opinions is what this fucking community is all about. Fuck just saying what everybody wants you to say.
Later, Jedi.
Nah, bro. Say whatever the fuck you want to say, bro. Unpopular or not, bro. Because when you're right, you know, then you're right. And it don't matter if it was popular or not, you know? So I don't give a damn about popular opinions. I'd rather be unpopular. I'd rather my opinion ruffle feathers, you know? I'd rather it be that way. Exactly. I've been doing that shit on YouTube too. When I started backing Caleb Plant. You know, when I came on this fucking YouTube shit backing Caleb Plant, people were jumping down my fucking throat because Caleb Plant turned down the first Canelo offer. Well, if you dig into the details, that shit was hella unfair for Caleb Plant. Hella unfair for Caleb Plant. There's no way Caleb Plant should have took that first offer. And I went on YouTube saying, nah, he shouldn't take this first offer. And what happened? The fight came back again, and it came back a third time. But the third time when it came back, now it had $10 million attached to it and an undisputed title on the line. When the first time he offered the fight to Caleb Plant, Canelo didn't even have no fucking belt. Caleb Plant had the fucking belt. But when the fight came back to him, Canelo now had 3 belts, and that was an undisputed fight. So in the big picture, Caleb Plant did the right thing by turning that first fight down, because he still got the fight for a bigger payday with more on the line. So unpopular opinion or not, bro, fuck it. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah. Well, I say, you know, I'm gonna say my opinion. I'm just trying to be the nice guy, but you know, you're right. Maybe fuck being the nice guy. See, I'm just giving you my opinion. You don't like it, go fuck yourself. You know, it's that simple. But
yeah, I'd rather hear you say that. I'd rather hear you say that.
But yeah,
don't apologize to these fucking fanboys who are in their feelings over their fighters, bro. Don't apologize to these fucking nerds.
Right. No, you're right. You're right. Fuck them.
That's their fucking issue, bro. That's their fucking issue and their fanboy ass issues, not ours.
Nah, you're right. You're right. I like listen, don't get me wrong. I'm one of those people that I like to placate everyone and make sure everyone's happy, you know, and you can't make everyone happy. You know, I'm tired of doing it, but I do it. I do it out of a sheer what's the word?
Because you're a cool ass dude. That's why.
I just do it to be polite. That's what it is. Just to be polite is what I do. But I shouldn't. You're right. I shouldn't do it.
I thought you were from the Bronx.
I'm going to throw a link up there. Come on, guys. Come up here, join. Let's talk about this.
I thought you were from the Bronx.
I am from the Bronx. But look,
I
you know
never
what?
heard nobody from the Bronx want to be
But you
polite.
listen, you got to remember, I've been living in New Mexico since the mid '80s to late '80s, and this is a laid back state. So if you haven't noticed, I got kind of a laid back attitude. So I have been New Mexicanized, just to let you know. Even though my heart does lie in the Bronx, I kind of laid back. You know, I got that New Mexican kind of attitude, like "Orale." Like, so,
I hear you. I hear you.
so, dude, have a smoke. We'll fucking talk it out. We have the peace. Look, we got the peace pipe, black and brown. We can talk it out anytime, man.
Hey, but yeah, you see how they announced their, I guess, halfway announced the Monster Inoue Stephen Fulton fight for May 7th.
Yeah,
The
that's
Canelo
isn't that
fight.
official now. That's official now, right?
It might be official. I thought it was just rumors about to be official. But anyways, it don't matter. But now the Canelo fight also should be that same weekend. What I'm saying is they're announcing fights for May now, and I think that's what we were waiting for, because that's the first fight that has been announced for May. The Canelo fight also a rumor for May, but nothing's been announced for May yet. The Haney Loma fight, that's a rumor for May, but again, nothing's been announced. So now that we finally got the Monster fight announced, maybe we can get the Canelo fight announced, and maybe we can get the Devin Haney Loma fight announced. But that's what they're waiting for. That's what these fucking networks are waiting for. They announce the fights in order.
Yeah,
And-
you're right. You're right there. But here's one thing I have noticed, especially with Canelo. Canelo always fights in May.
Yeah, for sure.
There's no ifs, ands, or buts. He's always around Cinco de Mayo. Always. In that general area, he's always around Cinco de Mayo. So
And they
that's a
put
given. But they didn't. You're right though. This fight, the Fulton fight, the Inoue Fulton fight was semi-announced first, and now all these other fights are in line to be set up for May, which is good. Don't get me wrong; they're all good fights. We got. Isn't this going to be Canelo's first defense of the belts?
No. He defended his belts against Triple G.
Oh, that's right. Triple G moved up in weight.
Yeah, and even before that though, once he took the belt from Callum Smith, then he defended against Billy Joe. Then he defended both of those belts against Caleb Plant.
No. I'm talking about as
the undisputed title.
Yeah, as undisputed.
This will be the first time, because I don't know if you really want to consider Triple G an official 168 pounder. You know, I don't know. So it's up to you. It could be the second time or first time.
168. He came up to 168. So yeah, I got to consider that official. So yeah, I'm so used to them fighting at 160. You know.
Yeah, this will be his second defense of the undisputed titles. In what? I don't know how many months that'll be. What, about 8 months, 9 months?
Yeah, this is the longest.
7 months?
This is the longest in my recent history that Canelo has been on hiatus. Because usually Canelo gets 2 or 3 fights in a year. Usually, this is the longest
when he doesn't do 3 fights, and he only does 2, then he has that long layoff from September to May, which is September, October, November, December. It's about 7 months.
Yeah.
So he takes a 7-month layoff when he doesn't fight 3 times a year.
Yeah.
You know, and even though, like, even taking some time off, he's still more active than 80% of the other boxers in the sport.
Most of these prima donnas, he's more active than most of these prima donnas that, you know, that they got so many fucking nut riders and they hate on Canelo so much, but you know.
Okay. Let me ask you something then, Electro Jet, because I think about this a lot. So Canelo gets a lot of criticism for who he fights and whatever, the weight classes he moves around. He gets a lot of criticism. But
let me welcome Brian Harkin into the room.
Hey, bro, guy like, what up, Brian? A guy like Errol Spence, he fights 1 time a year, and we all know he only fights 1 time a year. But then yet his fanboys give him passes for that.
Oh, yeah.
And me, like, I don't have a favorite fighter. Like, I like the sport as a whole. And I look at some of these dudes that fight 1 time a year, and I'm looking at them kind of sideways, like, bro, what are you doing? You're not entertaining me. What are you doing for the sport? You're not entertaining me. You're not doing nothing big for the sport. You're getting your money 1 time a fucking year. And you're fighting a low-level dude who you shouldn't even be in the ring with when you fight
Right.
that one time a year. So I don't get it, bro. I really don't get it. What it is with Earl Spence. I don't see it. I guess other people see it or they want to see it. But when it comes to Earl Spence, man, I just don't see it. He's hella inactive. He doesn't take the sport serious. He's not dedicated to the sport. You know, him and Bud Crawford. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna go on mute. The saying and the vibe around the sport of boxing is that boxing is a dying sport. Boxing
In
is
the
dying.
U.S., yes.
Okay.
In the U.S., yes.
Okay. Then why the fuck do we have two of the biggest stars in the sport basically laughing because they're not fighting each other? These dudes don't give a fuck. They're not gonna fight each other, and they don't give a fuck. And
Exactly.
boxing fans can't seem to see that. Boxing fans will come on YouTube and argue it's Bud's fault, it's Earl's fault, it's it. Hey, bro, fuck both them dudes, bro. They don't give a fuck about the sport of boxing.
Nope.
They're laughing at us. They're fucking laughing. They're not going to make one of the biggest fights. When everybody says the sport of boxing is dying, and you have two of the biggest stars in the sport that can do so much for the sport by just getting in the ring with each other, and then they find bitch-ass excuses why not to get in the ring, and then they fucking laugh about it. They go on Twitter, and they go on Instagram, and they start fucking laughing about it. And meanwhile, the sport is dying. The sport is fucking dying, and you got Bud Crawford and Earl Spence laughing about it. And you got their fucking fans that come on here and justify this shit. Justify the inactivity, justify the low-level competition. Everything is fucking justified. But when it comes to Canelo Alvarez, oh fuck, bro. He can't fight a top guy at 168 from the UK because these American fucking fans don't know who he is. You know what I mean, bro? But Earl Spence can lay on his fucking ass for 2 years and get a pass. You know what I mean, bro? And look at Bud Crawford. He's about to fight Alexis Rocha. Come on, man. Come on, man. You go from fighting Avanesian to Alexis Rocha. I mean, I guess I got to accept it. I guess I have to. Just like I had to accept the Avanesian fight. So I guess I have to accept this fight. You know what I mean, bro?
Here's what they like. Here's what they like.
Do you want to go to Dubai, baby?
The what?
Do you want to go to Dubai, baby?
The what?
Oh, we're good.
That's what they like. You know, that's what they like. This is what we're going to end up seeing.
Yeah.
So I don't give a fuck no more.
Yeah, I said it last year, 30-23 or 30-22. Right? Their fucking clones will probably be fighting. You know? Black and Brown's correct. These guys don't give a fuck. Tell you the truth, right? I really stopped wanting to talking about that fight. I've been seeing that they've been back in discussions on it, and I'm not interested. Any video I've seen with that there, I'm like, not interested. Don't give a shit. Right? Until the fight is signed, sealed, and delivered, I don't want to talk about it. Right? If the fight's never signed, sealed, and delivered, I don't want to talk about it. These guys are a disgrace to the sport of boxing, as you know. And I'm a Bud fan, right? I ain't gonna lie, right? I'm a Bud fan, right? He's not let me down, right? He's let himself down.
Most definitely.
Right? Because at the end of the day, I love boxing more than I love any fucking fighter.
My big problem is, and I've always said this. People get mad that I say it, all right, and then we'll move on from this subject because I think we made our point. I gave a deadline of December 31st, 2022. If those two didn't fight by that time, I don't want nothing. I don't want to hear nothing of it because I will not watch the fight. If they make a fight this year, I will not watch it. As much as I would want to, I won't because I have a point to make. These two, both of them, I know more so Earl than Bud, but still both of them are involved in this. They're both laughing at us, like Black and Brown said. And that being said, why should I continue giving them any kind of support? Us talking about him even negatively, bad press is good press.
Yeah.
It's just a given.
Yeah.
Even bad press is good press. I will not support them even like that. So I hardly talk about them. I like talking about the fights we do got coming up, but I'm glad that Black and Brown brought it up, and it is a point to make to these fucking crowd dogs and these fucking aerosexuals. Fuck all y'all. Seriously, fuck all y'all. Stop fanboying. Just stop fanboying. Love the boxing. Love the art of boxing. Love the sport of boxing. Love boxing for what it is. But I'm going to tell you right now, boxing is dying in the United States. United States is no longer the mecca of boxing anymore. So that shit is already gone and past tense.
Yeah. The thing was, right, and I just say this, and it's just not Errol Spence Jr. or right Bud Crawford, but after Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao, boxing was looking for a star, and not one of these guys has stepped up and said, you know what, Canelo, right? Canelo maybe, right, but not one of the maybe Anthony Joshua too, right, for a short time, but not one of these guys has really stepped up and said, you know what, I'm the man in boxing. Not one of these guys has stepped up with the personality to take on the sport and to bring it into the future.
Hold
And
go ahead.
that's the reality of it. There was not one guy there I could go, you want to know something? He's great for boxing.
I gotta do my Mad Chad impersonation. If these two end up boxing, yeah, they're fighting.
Yeah.
Fighting. That's right. Yeah. Okay. That's my Mad Chad.
Right.
But no, continue, Brian, please. Continue.
No, I'm just that's basically my point. Nobody has stepped up and said, you know what, I'm gonna take boxing into the future. No one with the personality, no one with you know, right? No one had the attitude to say, you know what, boxing needs life back in it, right? And competition for a lot of these guys, we talk about it all the time, right? These top guys ain't fighting each other, right? They're on the different side of the street, or they choose different paths with the WBC, WBA, right? Right? They just choose different paths to get a belt, and these guys don't want to fight each other, right? Their management companies don't want them to fight each other, and it's just not Bud and Errol, right? This is why I don't think Tank Davidson thing will happen. Ryan Garcia will happen. None of these guys want to take a risk or want to show us they're the best.
I need to touch on the subject because I need to know what the fuck is going on with this fight. What is going on with Haney? Am I right in assuming that Lomachenko is already set and done? The only one that we're waiting on is Haney. Is that correct? Yes or no? Does anyone have a definitive answer for me?
I saw a video. Where Lomachenko and Shakur Stevenson were talking to each other. And Shakur Stevenson asked him, "When's your next fight?" And he goes, "May 12th." And he goes, May 12th. He goes, "I thought it was May 20th. Oh, he goes, May 20th. Sorry, English not my first language. And he goes, "Who's it against?" He goes, "You know who it's against." Haney, he goes, "Yes." Right? So I think Loma has signed. I don't know what's keeping up Haney. Maybe it's too much of a risk for them. I don't know, because right, even though he was going to Australia, he was a better boxer than Kambosos. He knew he could beat Kambosos. Now that it's real, and if Loma steps up and fights, and apparently Shakur and Loma are sparring. So they're doing a few rounds together. That's great preparation for someone like Devin Haney.
That's a fight I'd love to see, Shakur and Loma. I would love to see that fucking fight.
Yeah, right. But
that's the one fight that I'm not sure. Dude, Loma is good. And Loma's badass. And don't let my wife know that I said this, but I do think that Shakur can beat Loma.
I think so too. I think Shakur
Don't
beats
tell
still a
my
lot of
wife
them.
I said that because then she'll give me a divorce.
Yeah. I think Shakur beats a lot of them. I think he's got the skills. That's just what he fighting in them, right? But apparently
Shakur
those two
wants to
guys.
fight. Shakur wants to. He wants smoke with all.
I could send you the video. I know exactly where it is on. I can send you the video. So I can. EJ, if you want to play it. It's about.
No, go ahead.
Give me a second on my WhatsApp group here.
Not a problem. What do you think? What do you think, Black and Brown? I mean, is Haney just like? Is he delaying this? The announcement of this for marinating the fight's sake, or is this a? What do you think this is? Why is this taking so long to announce? Your mic is muted, just in case you didn't know. Give me a second. I'm waiting for something to come in.
All right.
Where are you sending it? Are you sending it in the private chat?
I'll send it in the private chat.
Okay.
Let me see if this is it.
Let me see if I can get this up here.
Chat. Okay. Private chat.
Gotcha. All right. Let's take this. Open link, a new tab.
So
It's over here. All right. I'm going to put this full screen. This is taking a while. Full screen. Put this back. We'll watch. It's only 1:07 long, so I'm going to share this with you guys.
yeah.
Present. Share screen. Here we go. Share. Full screen. Let's play this.
That's not playing on mine. Okay, now it's gone. Could you put the volume up?
Yeah.
So you listen to it now.
Can you guys hear that?
When you fight?
You know when I fight.
Nah, I don't know.
Yeah, you know.
I don't
You
know.
know.
When you fight. What date?
I fight with Haney, May 12th.
May 12th?
Yeah.
See, I ain't know you. I thought it was like May 20th.
You May 20th?
May 20th.
No, May 12th.
May
Oh,
12th.
May 20. Yeah, sorry.
See,
sorry.
look. See, look. He's around.
Come on, it's not my native language.
Where's the fight? Here, Saudi?
I think in Vegas.
Okay.
I think in Vegas. Hey, hello.
How you been, man?
Good.
Okay.
That is wow.
Yep.
Just wow. When is that video from? Hold on a second. That video is from 1 day ago.
Yeah. He's so down to earth, isn't he?
Yeah, you hear me, Brian? You hear what I said? I'm Brian.
Yeah, you like Loma. He's so down to
I
earth.
like his personality. I like the way he approaches the sport.
Yeah.
He don't got no ill will towards nobody. He's just there to showcase his skills. I like that.
Exactly. I love
Yeah.
that, man. I love that about him.
No
Right,
extra shit.
he was smiling when he said it.
He doesn't have
Right. You know,
he doesn't have
Like-
pride like that.
yeah, right. He's just there to box, right? And that, you know, I think a lot of people, especially American fighters, they're prideful, and it's all about the bag for them, and it's not about the sport. And I don't like that to sound generalizing, but for me it's true. You know, and I hope this fight happens. But that sounds to me like the deal's pretty much done. It's just maybe a venue, a final venue, and just waiting on an announcement. So I'm hoping.
I don't know why this announcement hasn't happened yet. I don't get it. I don't understand what's going on with it. It's first of all, it's not that hard to find a venue in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
You know,
it shouldn't be.
I think it's the timing. I think they're announcing one fight at a time. You see that ESPN just now announced a fight for May 7th, right? So now will be their next date, maybe May 12th or maybe May 20th. But they can't announce a fight on May 20th before they announce a fight on May 7th. They have to go in order. So now the May 7th fight's announced. Now next will be the Devin Haney fight. Devin Haney versus Lomachenko.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm hoping it is. I'm hoping everything's done. I's crossed the T's. Right. And everything's done behind the scenes. And we're just waiting on an announcement. But, I think as far as Loma is aware the fight is done, is sealed and delivered. So
from everything I hear, the shit sounds done to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're just waiting to announce it.
Shit, man.
And that's a great fight if it happens. 150 sent me that. Nah.
Nah, it is a great fight. It's a huge test for Devin Haney. Like a lot of people, they want to be like, oh, Devin Haney's gonna wash him. I don't know about that. I think it's gonna be a closer fight than people think. And if Devin Haney wins, it's a huge test. Like he passed a huge test.
Yeah, it's a huge test.
Man.
You've heard me say this on your show.
Real quick, let me say it before I forget, Electro J. I'm sorry.
Right.
It's more of an accomplishment to beat Loma than becoming undisputed. It'll put weight on his undisputed title run. The Loma
Absolutely.
Absolutely, 100%.
Absolutely. Because here's the thing, technically, right? Bar getting screwed in the judges in Australia. I thought he was too good for Kambosos. First and second time. Right? So, that was my only, right? Was the fights were happening in Australia. If fights anywhere near close, or if Kambosos wins a few rounds, they may give him a few more, right? And
let me say something, guys. Listen, I got 17 people in the room and 12 likes. Really, come on, guys, you gotta help me with the channel. Just pump the likes up, Just pump the likes up, please. Just do me a favor, hit the like button. If you're coming in just to support and leave, I understand, but hit them likes when you come in. Carlos Mendoza in the house. What's up, brother? How you doing? Did I mention to Black and Brown that I'm going to go to Vegas and watch the Killer Plant fight?
Okay.
I'm so stoked about that. I'm so fucking stoked about that. I'm going to go to one of the biggest fights of the fucking year.
Yep. Plant Benavides, that's a good fight.
I'm going to one of the fights of the year. I'm excited. I'm a little giddy. Man. Just a little giddy. But let's get back.
I'm gonna say, EJ, enjoy.
I will, man.
Wish I was going.
I wish you were going too, man. I wish Black and Brown was gonna be there. I would have loved to see Black and Brown show up there. Fuck yeah, I'm hyped, man. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
That's right, man. Chad, hyped EJ. EJ is hyped. Yeah. Yeah.
How you getting over after the viral infection?
Well, you think I would be yelling like I am right now? No fucking way, man. The other day, I was sounding like, I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse. Look at what they did to my boy. That's how I sounded. And then I had the infection in the eye going on, both eyes. So they had me taking this stuff called erythromycin. But it's like stuff for the surface.
Yeah.
So I had to put that on my eyelids. Dude, they were puppy. It looked like I had I got punched in both eyes, man. I got like poop poop.
Yeah, all you cock sucking motherfuckers, hit the like button, man.
Hit that like, guys.
Yeah,
Hit
hit
that
the
like.
button, man. Come on, guys. I really need the help, man. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subs, man.
I had
Come on,
the
man.
like
I
since
need the
I popped.
likes.
I had the like since I popped in the building.
I appreciate that. I do. I appreciate that. But I gotta say this, man. I think pound for pound Shakur is one of the best fighters we got. But for him to prove that he's pound for pound, and listen, this is not gonna this is gonna be an unpopular opinion. All right, there's gonna be an unpopular opinion, but he's got to earn that pound for pound. I love Shakur Stevenson. I do. I think he is the future of boxing, but he's not pound for pound yet. He will be, no doubt. But he's not pound for pound yet. He's got to be given that opportunity. People are avoiding him.
Yeah. Can I put it like this? I think he's the most talented of the lot.
I do.
Most naturally talented.
I do agree.
But talent, talent's not enough sometimes. You need, these guys need to be tested. Here's the thing: we don't know how good most of these guys are.
Facts, Brian. Facts. They've been moving good, and it looks good. But Brian's right, bro. They have. I don't think any of them have been in a 50-50 fight.
Yeah.
Even the 60-40. Something where they're slight favorite, but
I like what Shakur is doing. Like I said, his last 3 fights have been step up fights, no doubt.
Yeah,
no doubt. His last 3 fights have been step up fights. He has been wanting a step up fight. He's wanting a better opponent each time. That's how you do it. He wants that smoke. That's how you do it. But these people are fucking avoiding him because they're afraid of losing their own damn zeros. Loma got no problem fighting Shakur. And I wouldn't doubt after Loma, if Loma beats Haney, I'm not going to dismiss Haney, depending on how Loma beats Haney, if Loma wins. Haney's reputation could still be good because if you lose to a close fight with Loma, that still secures your legacy for having them belts.
100%.
So I would still have respect for Haney.
Here's the thing: a loss in boxing does not mean
Yeah, the American.
There's a lot of fans today, right? If you lose, there's a lot of fans today. If you lose, that's pretty much the end of your career.
Yeah,
you can't contend for another championship again or whatever, right?
No, wait. It's the American fight fan that thinks that way. I don't see UK fight fans thinking that way. I don't see European fight fans think that way. It's the American fight fan that feels that way.
They grew up in Mayweather.
Yeah.
Right. Keep your old. They right. A lot of young American fight fans grew up with the Mayweather mantra. Right. Keep your old, make money, and fight as little as fucking possible. Do little in between fights. That's the Mayweather mantra, and that doesn't work anymore. That doesn't work anymore.
That shit is weak, Brian. That shit is fucking trash.
Weak. That is weak. It is weak, right? It doesn't work anymore. It might work for Mayweather because he was a name. No matter what you say, right? He went through Oscar to become the man. Right? And then Manny went through Oscar.
The Bulldog. Let me say what's up to Carlos Mendoza came in. The boxing governor's here. Pad's here. I want to make sure I say what's up to the new people that came in. I haven't had a chance to go through the roster, but I wanted to make sure I say what's up to these people that just came in. Guys, please hit the like on the way in or on the way out, whatever you do, whatever your choice. But please hit the like. But go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead. Continue.
No, what was I saying? My short-term memory shit.
Right. No, you were talking about the movement and how the Mayweather
the Mayweather movement. Yeah, right. These guys trying to be the next Mayweather, right? Here's the thing for you, right? Right, if you're a Jamal Charlo, try to be the next Jamal Charlo. If you're Jamel Charlo, try to be the next Jamel Charlo, right? If you're Lomachenko, I think he does try to be the next Loma, right? If you're Devin Haney, try to be the next Devin Haney. Don't copy Mayweather blow for blow, right? Mayweather went through Oscar to become the man. That's something these guys haven't done. They haven't, right? Mayweather, no matter what you say about Mayweather, he never passed the torch. His last fight was against Andrew Berto. And if Andrew Berto would have beaten him, right? Do you think that would have passed the torch to Andrew Berto? Because his career wasn't near enough done. Right? He never gave the opportunity to pass the torch. The one you could say was Canelo. Canelo tried. Canelo, but Canelo took the torch after that. Canelo adapted, right? He fought Triple G. He fought a 50-50 fight. He fought a guy some people said he couldn't beat. And he went in there, he fought him not once, twice, but 3 times.
And listen, I know Canelo has his fair amount of haters, but there's a man that lost to Mayweather.
Yeah, he lost.
And still came up and is now the face of boxing.
Because he adapted.
And he's now the face of boxing.
Yeah,
despite what you think, despite your reservations about Canelo, there's no doubting that number one, he's a pound for pounder. He's gonna be in the Hall of Fame. His legacy is set, and he's still fighting. And he is the face of boxing. He writes his own checks. And
yeah,
he doesn't have a zero. Get over the zero.
It's an American thing. It really is, right?
I want to say what's up to Raider from LA. How you doing, brother? It's good to have you.
How you doing, Raider? Right. I'm gonna. Did you see the Rashid Ellis Villa fight?
Yes.
That was a decent fight, right?
Right.
A lot of people said, "Oh, Rashid Ellis is done." I don't think so. I thought he equipped himself very well. I thought of all the top guys that night, right? He was the one who boxed the best. He just had the toughest opponent.
Yeah, he did. No doubt.
I thought he boxed better in Tank that night, right? I thought he boxed better than Doodoo that night, right?
Everybody fought better than Doodoo that night,
right? I thought he boxed better than Boots Ennis that night, right? He just had the toughest opponent. A lot of people said, "Oh, he's trash" after that, and I'm like, "No, he fought a good fighter. He boxed the best. He utilized his jab. He was the most consistent. Was boxing his boxing movements, his punches. Villa just kept coming forward, putting him in the corner and throwing punches.
Exactly.
Right. And I give him a lot more credit for taking on a fight actually with somebody who actually wants to step up and fight him than these other guys who, they wipe away with a lot of the guys, right? And Boots Ennis didn't do well either, right? He didn't, a lot of things he didn't do well. He didn't cut off the ring. He didn't utilize his jab. Right? Karen came to counterpunch him all night, and he didn't adapt. Not once in the fight. No adaptations, no learning, right? And I don't know what the corner was telling them, right? But I would have told him to pivot. I would have told him to feint more, make Karen move first, and then counter him as he's coming forward. Try something different, right?
Right.
Exactly. Make Karen make the first move. But I actually give Rashid Ellis a lot of credit that night, even though he's got a 0 on his record, because he fought a tough guy who just, wouldn't let him do what he wanted. And last night, Hurd actually boxed well, but he was in there with a guy who again wouldn't be denied.
Oh my God, I'm reading the comment section, man.
Well, what's saying here?
These guys. Hold on, no, wait. No, this one caught my eyes.
What?
What the fuck, guys? What's wrong with y'all, man? Y'all are cruel, man. Y'all are mean. Y'all are mean. That's okay though. You can be mean here. Wait. Coco the Bulldog says this could be the PBC's breakthrough year if they play it right. It could be. It
Could be.
When have you seen them play it right though? That's all I gotta say.
Crossing the street.
Man, hey, I've been saying that shit for so long. At 168, if they were just moved the correct way, they're sitting on a fucking gold mine. In reality, they don't even need Canelo if they make the right moves at 168 with Boo Boo Andrade and Charlo and Plant and Benavidez and Morrell. Bro, if them dudes fight each other all kind of different ways, the dude who comes out of that bunch will be the new face of boxing. They don't even need Canelo. They call out Canelo's name in as like a mirage. We're gonna call out Canelo's name and hold on, let me finish. We're gonna call out Canelo's name and get all you guys focused on us fighting Canelo, so you guys won't think about us fighting each other.
Yeah.
When they don't even need Canelo, they can just fight each other, and the winner, whoever comes out of that bunch, that will be the new face of boxing. Whether it's Morrell, Benavidez, no matter who it is, that'll be the new face of boxing. These motherfuckers don't need Canelo. They just don't want to fight each other. That's what it is.
Right. PBC could do a Super 6 tournament
at 168.
At 168, PBC could do a Super 6 tournament at 168, and the winner can get Canelo. How's that?
There's a reason why I highlighted. Listen, don't get me wrong. I wasn't interrupting you. Trust me when I say this, Black and Brown. I wish more people would say that shit. And just stop placating and stop fucking feeding into the bullshit that PBC is feeding you.
It's a mirage, bro. It's a fucking mirage.
It is a mirage.
Let me act like I want to fight Canelo so bad, so all the boxing fans will put all the attention and pressure on Canelo Alvarez. And in the meantime, I'm over here fighting nothing. I'm over here doing nothing. You know what I mean? But it's a fucking mirage, bro. And if you're not intelligent enough, if you don't pay enough close attention to the sport of boxing, you'll get fooled, bro. You'll get fooled too. You listen to enough of this bullshit on the YouTube, you will get fooled too. You will think, yeah, Canelo does need to fight these guys, and your attention will go off of the rest of the sport of boxing. You won't even view the sport as a whole. You'll only view it on Canelo Alvarez.
Exactly.
But that's the incorrect way to view the sport. You got to view the sport as a whole and make all these dudes entertain you. Make Benavidez entertain you. Make David Morrell entertain you. Make Boo Boo Andrade entertain you. Don't just put all the pressure on Canelo Alvarez. That shit is weak to me, bro. That's what these motherfuckers on YouTube do, though.
They do. And it's like, if you make Canelo Alvarez a non-factor at 168, just think about that. If you make Canelo a non-factor at 168 and you get these guys to fight each other and you get PBC to fucking do the thing that they should be doing instead of just staying in-house, all right? If you get them to do what they should be doing, Canelo is not a fucking factor. Then you can start writing your own fucking checks again. And you're right, Black and Brown. That the one that comes out from that fucking that nuclear fallout with those four boxers, the one that comes out of that on top will be the new face of boxing.
Easy. It's not even fucking hard, bro. Easy. Them are pay-per-view fights. The whole fucking country will be watching. That will be the new face of American boxing, which will catapult him to the face of the entire sport. It's not even. Hey, let me ask you guys one question. What's worse? Jamal Charlo being inactive for 2 years and still being a champion, or Canelo Alvarez fighting John Ryder in May? What's worse?
Here, Black and Brown. Oh no, it's John Ryder. As Canelo fighting John Ryder in May.
Yeah, no, exactly. You listen to YouTube. That's what I'm saying. You listen to enough bullshit on YouTube, and you will think, oh yeah, Canelo's fighting John Ryder in May. That's fucking trash. Canelo's fucking weak. That's trash. But if you're not in tune enough with the sport of boxing, you'll believe that shit. But in reality, you got these other motherfuckers like Jamal Charlo who hasn't fought in 24 fucking months, bro. And he's still a champion. And guess who he's going to fight? And guess who we fought before the 24 months? A trash-ass fighter. Guess who he's going to fight after 24 months? Another
Selecki.
trash ass fighter.
Selecki.
So what? Where do we even find the energy to talk shit about Canelo Alvarez when you got trash ass shit like this happening in the sport?
Yep.
You know what I mean, bro? Like, the shit is trash to me, bro. These fucking dudes are trash, but yet all the pressure gets put on Canelo Alvarez.
Yep.
You know what I mean, bro? Come on, bro.
Demetrius Andre had the opportunity to fight Zach Parker, right? To fight Zach Parker, right? He pulled out of that fight twice.
Didn't want to get his hands dirty. Didn't want to get his hands dirty, bro.
He pulled out of that fight twice, right? He pulled out of that fight twice. John Ryder fought him. Now he's the number one contender.
Exactly.
He put himself in position to fight Canelo.
But you won't hear a lot of YouTube channels saying that shit, Brian. YouTube channels won't say it that way. They won't say it that way, bro.
Right?
You know what they'll say? Oh, who's Zach Parker? Why should he have to fight Zach Parker? Canelo's not going to fight him anyway. Oh,
well, Zach Parker was the number one contender. Zach Parker was in position.
Hey,
Zach Parker was in position, right? Boo Boo Andre, I'm going to call him Doo Andre, because he is shit, right? Doo had the opportunity to fight Zach Parker. He pulled out of that fight twice, not once, but twice. That fight didn't happen
because the boxing fans gave him reasons why.
And John Ryder stepped up, said, "I'll fight him." John Ryder gets the upset. Now he gets the opportunity at Canelo. He put himself in position to fight Canelo Alvarez. None of these other guys have done shit. They're all waiting there, waiting for Canelo to pick them, instead of actually stepping up, fighting each other to be the next guy to fight Canelo, right? And I've said this: the winner of King of Plant versus Benavidez should be fighting Canelo next.
Yeah, that's
because they're putting themselves in position to do that.
I agree 100%, especially if it's Benavidez. Benavidez beats Caleb Plant, he becomes the next opponent for Canelo Alvarez.
Could they make a Morrell versus Boo Boo?
Hell yeah, they can make that shit right now if they wanted to.
Why don't they do that?
Because Boo Boo won't fucking get in that ring with any B-level fighter, bro. That's why. Boo Boo Andrade is strictly C-level fighters. He'll only fight C and D-level fighters. He will not fight a B-level fighter. It won't happen. He'll find excuses. He'll find excuses and reasons why it's not worth it to him, and his fans will come out and back him up.
I've talked about this with Punch Drunk, right?
Trash.
And I said to him, name me 5 impressive fighters he fought.
Oh God.
Name me 5 fighters. Name me 5 fighters Dudu has fought where you go, that was a great one. Not a good one, a great one. And I said even good ones would be tough on his resume.
Yeah, it would be.
Brian, let's double down. Let's not even worry about opponents. Just name 5 times where you were entertained by Demetrius Andrade.
Never.
You can't. Every one of his fights are boring and sloppy and fucking lackluster. Like his fights are weak, bro. He never performs. He never fucking entertains. So not even we can't even ask him to fight a name. Hey, fight a popular name, bro. Nah. He ain't doing that. He's not even going to entertain you in the ring. He's going to fight a D-level fighter and be scared to enter the pocket, be scared to fucking engage, sloppy ass footwork because he's so scared to get hit. That's why Damon Nicholson dropped his ass 2 times. You know what I mean, bro? This dude Demetrius Andrade's fucking weak to me, bro. Hella weak.
Are we talking about the same Damon Nicholson that Berlanga knocked down like 5-6 times?
Same Damon Nicholson.
Is that
hey, hold on, let me
guy?
say this real quick, then I'm gonna go on mute. You notice Berlanga, he ran to Matchroom. Why? Because all the 168ers were there. This motherfucker Boo Boo Andrade ran from Matchroom talking about, I'm going to fight at 168. Motherfucker, there's hella work at 168 at Matchroom. Why the fuck you leave? To go fight Damon Nicholson? Berlanga's coming to Matchroom to fight the likes of Danny Jacobs, John Ryder, Zach Parker. You know, he's coming for those fights. And motherfucking Boo Boo Andrade ran from him to go fight Damon Nicholson.
Right.
And a fairy tale that he's going to fight Jamal Charlo one day. Yeah, fucking right, bro.
I said this, right? I said this. I said this, right? This Damon Nicholson is the same guy Berlanga ran through. Right? And I don't know where I was talking to Punch Drunk. Punch Drunk was on a channel one time, and I go, well, Berlanga had no problems with him, right? This was like probably a few days after the Nicholson Andrade fight. Berlanga ran for him. Berlanga ain't a great boxer. Berlanga, yes, does have power, but he ain't a great boxer. Where was your man? He didn't go for him. He didn't go for him. I said, name me a top 10 fighter he fought, right? And the one was Smith. That was the only name he gave me was Smith. That's it. That's the only right. Jason Quigley, right? He ran through that. I know Jason Quigley very well. I've known Jason since he was 10 years old. Right? Maybe 9 or 10 years old. I've known Jason, right? I seen his development in boxing. Right?
Yeah, that's a fight I wouldn't mind seeing. Look at that. That's a fight I wouldn't mind seeing right there.
Let me see.
That would alleviate the worst one of the lot.
I would take Berlanga. Yeah, Berlanga.
Yeah, I would. That would alleviate the worst. That would get rid of the worst of the bunch. And because to tell you the truth, I don't know who'd win between the two of them.
I don't rip Berlanga at all. He's a power puncher. As a boxer, don't rate him. Here's the thing, right? Andrade's 34 years old. I still don't know if he's good.
Yeah.
On the level of opponent, I knew you'd beat Jason Quigley. I actually told Jason, you got your hands full there.
All right,
before the fight.
Gentlemen, I gotta do this. I gotta go get my wife some medication and stuff like that. They called in her medication, so that's I gotta go get it. But I want to say thank you, Black and Brown, for joining me. Thank you, Brian Harkin, for joining me.
My pleasure.
I will be on both your respective channels when you go live. Thank you for coming to my Lex Talk this week about this weekend's boxing. I appreciate y'all, and I appreciate the chat. Guys, please hit the like on the way out. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers this month. Can we make that happen, guys? Help me make that happen. Like and share and all that good shit. Guys, I love you. I'll see you next time. Let me before I shut down the StreamYard, you guys hold on. I'm gonna shut the broadcast down first. God bless you guys in the chat. And